Hello and welcome to the channel, and this video about my latest purchase being the Accurascale exclusive Class 66 Evening Star 66779. So here it is. This is just a quick little brief clip of it on my shaft layout. As you can see, it's an absolutely splendid locomotive. They have done a really good job on this. So let's go right back to the start and see what you get for your money. So this is how it arrived in this absolute massive box. Huge box. Couldn't believe the size of it when it arrived. You'll see what I mean by how big this box is when I actually get the locomotive out of the box. So as you can see, I've got my winter coat on. This is June 2024. Should be summer, but feels more like bloody winter. And then there's tons and tons of this stuff protecting the box. And then of course this is a Accurascale, so they do everything in a very well detailed and fancy way. So this is the box, absolutely huge. If you compare this to say to like a Bachmann or a Hornby box, it's absolutely huge. I know Hornby now have started to do their boxes a bit like this. So there's the code. So it's an ACC2637. This is an exclusive to their website, the Evening Star. So this is my bit of paperwork. So as you see, the box is actually really nice in itself. It's actually like a piece of art, really. It's absolutely lovely how they've done the box. So I have to put that on the shelf somewhere. So we'll get out of the box, see what you actually get inside the box, detailing pack and all the instructions and such, and then we'll get the loco on the track and we'll go from there. So I'll just show you this bit on the box. So this just tells you a little bit about the history of the locomotive. So 66779 was built in USA, and it was the last Class 66 locomotive for British Railways, and it was named at the National Railway Museum in York. But I'll go through that in a little bit more detail later on. So try and get out of this box, really tight fit. So there we go, finally get out of it. So we'll go through what we see first. So we've got some bits of paperwork, so we'll just quickly go through them. So read this first. So that is to do with just the controller you use on it. So it's just sort of standard thing I've seen with these. And then this one is to do with the lighting features and what setting the switches should be inside the locomotive. And then we've got a bit of card here at the front. Says this is a limited edition, which I didn't realise, and this is number 2 of 600. I knew it was an exclusive to their website, but I didn't actually know it was a limited edition, so that's quite nice. And then inside, I imagine it's just the normal instructions, but we'll have a quick look. So we've got this little booklet here, which tells you a little bit about what you need to do running in, and I imagine it's going to give us a lovely massive exploded diagram of all different parts, and they're all numbered, which is really handy if you need spare parts or something like that. And then it just tells you a little bit about on the back about how you put a decoder in it. So, but obviously this is a DC version, so I'm not going to go through that too much. And a bit about how you can get separate crew and where you can put some of the accessories. So nice that it's got a bit of colour on it as well. And then we've got a locomotive operator's manual. Oh, this is lovely again, pure quality, isn't it? Colour. Lots of information, so it's just a lot about the Class 66, different liveries. Yeah, some manufacturers don't do anything like this, and this is just a really nice touch. When you're paying 160, well, best part of 170 quid, these are little features which just make it worth it. So yeah, and then they're the different ones they've done at the minute. I imagine they'll do a lot more later date, and then this is just to do with if you've got the DCC functions, but obviously this is not relevant to this locomotive because it's just the analog version. So we'll get out the actual packaging now. So it's nice to see that it's got a nice thick pieces of foam to protect it in transport. And look at that lovely GBRF Evening Star. So like I was saying earlier, this has been named after the BR Class 9F 92220, because it was the last Class 66, so they brought them together, and then that was in May 2016. So quite a nice touch, and that's why it's in the green to match the Evening Star. Quite a nice little thing there. So yeah, so we'll just have a quick look at the accessories you get. So it's a bit of pipe work, I imagine, and then I think the instructions showed a couple of bits, so I'll have a quick look. So first off, you've got etched names and builders plates and stuff like that, so try and get into shot. Quality feature, again, when you're paying this sort of money, that's what you're sort of wanting, so well done for that. And then you've got buffer beam parts and then actual alternative ends, which is a really nice feature again. You don't get that included in many locos, so I like that. So let's actually get to the main event then. Let's get out the blister pack. So this was based on the Hatton's version, and then it's been updated, improved by Accurascale. And as you can see, the finish is lovely. Stands out really nice, and I'm doing this in the evening, so my lighting's not the best. But as you can see, paintwork seems lovely. Can't see any issues damage-wise, any glue marks, anything like that. So, first glance, this is looking very promising. And the weight of it is brilliant as well. And then we'll go through some of the key features with it in shortly. But see if I can just zoom in quickly on the cab detail. Yeah, lovely. You got the seats there as well, and a bit of detail. So it's looking good. So let's have a look at it a bit closer up. So this has got quite a bit of die cast on it, and I'll go through the weight in a minute when I put it on the scales. It's got quite a bit of separately applied metal parts as well. So you've got grab handles, steps, wipers. It's got wire handrails. So we'll go through that all now. So we'll zoom in and we'll go do some close-ups of the loco. So we'll start at the front. So at the front you have got the running number printed nicely, a couple of warning stickers, the bell at the top, which I'm not sure if that's on all Class 66s or just this one in particular. Don't know about that. But yeah, and then you've got the holes to put the accessories in. And then you've got sprung buffers, which is always a nice feature. Try and zoom in on the cab. So the cab's been painted really nice, and you can actually buy figures from Accurascale to put in there. I haven't done that, but gives you an option. And then you've got the kinetic NEMP coupling with the tension lock couplers, so all up to modern standards as you would expect. Going along, you got the metal ladder going up to the doorway. Bit of etched metal there on the sides. All the printing's done really nicely, and obviously you've got the separate ones to put on if you want to. The GBRF logo looking really nice. Some more warning stickers along. Decoration looks lovely. The line is really nicely done. And then obviously you've got the other cab end at the end, which is more or less the same. The cab door's slightly done. And then on top, more etched grills, which look really nice. Really good finish. And then obviously, because this is a Accurascale model, they've got the easy magnet lift off roof panel, so you can put your decoder in. So look at that, just one hand to take that off. So there's your decoder socket, and then obviously you've got your light switches in there, so if you need to change them you can do. But yeah, really nice loco, looks the business, so hopefully it'll run as well. So on my layout, so they recommend it should minimum radius is second radius set track, so that's what this layout is. It's only 4 foot by 4 foot at the minute, so it should be quite a good test with it. So we'll just see how it works. So we'll do a little test to see how it works. So obviously straight out the box. I haven't run this in yet, and we'll do that in a minute. But we'll just see how low speed, see what the speed is, see, make sure coupler is the right height, and then we'll put it on with some coaching and make sure it can haul okay. But so far so good. Seems quite smooth, not too noisy either. The lights are working, so obviously this is only on analog such, so you've got the rear 2 red lights, and then going in forward way you've got the excuse me, lights on the front, so you've got 2 under the cab windows and 1 above. But working really well, so we'll run this in now for half an hour in each direction, and then I'll do some running shots as it's doing that. Looks really like the business this does. Really pleased so far. One thing I have noticed, the lights go off when you're on slow speed. I imagine if you've got this DCC fitted, that wouldn't be an issue. But I think it's just 'cause it's on analog. So we'll just test now the couplings and just make sure they're at the right height and it all works up. So I don't have really much modern rolling stock because I'm more of a heritage railway sort of layout person. But I've got one of these network rail wagons. So we'll hook it up to that, make sure it's the right height, and then we'll see how we get on from there. So, but as you can see, no issues whatsoever. I could have probably gone a lot slower with coupling than that, but so really pleased with this. Can't really say I've had any issues whatsoever. Seems faultless so far. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to hook it up to some more rolling stock. So I'm going to hook it up to some coaches. So as you can see, just make sure it can haul okay. So I've got quite a number of coaches here. I've got 8 coaches, so quite a nice sized train. And as you can see, this is not even at half speed, and it's having no problem at all hauling these along my layout. And it looks a proper job. I know it wouldn't really be doing this sort of job realistically much in its life on the main line, but I mean, look at it, not a problem at all. So I suppose my next thing is I'm going to have to buy some more modern rolling stock for this to haul, and maybe even make a modern layout now. So yeah, so really happy with this. I'll just do a few shots of it going around the layout. But yeah, so hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Something a bit different for me, having more of a modern locomotive, but I've seen this quite a few times where I live, and I thought, why not? And I've never had an Accurascale model before, and I'll be definitely buying more because the quality of this has been tremendous. If you haven't already, make sure you like the video, and please subscribe so you don't miss out on any other videos. But if you are in the market for a Class 66, I can definitely recommend the Accurascale one. I imagine they'll do a second batch of these as well, so if you've missed out on the first batch, I'm sure you'll be able to get another batch at some point soon. But yeah, I'll just leave you with this going now. So thanks very much, guys, and hopefully see you in the next video.